Are you finding that there are obstacles to you feeling your full confidence that matches your competence? I have found that there are three obstacles with women in leadership, and today we're going to talk about each of them. I'm Sarah Graves with Invite Change. Let's get started on obstacle number one that's in the way of you feeling your full confidence. It's the critic. Yes, the critic voice, which many women actually think is their own voice. But there's a coach out there called Mel Robbins, and she says, you wouldn't hang out with someone who talks to you the way that you talk to yourself. This is so true. As I work with clients, there is a giant critic voice that has negative self-talk. So what's your favorite? I'm not enough. I can't do this. I've tried it before. I failed. There's a whole litany, a whole list of ways that we run tapes inside our head and keep ourselves from feeling our confident selves. It isn't all of who we are. It's just a voice. So I have three ways that you can partner with this voice. First of all, anticipate. Anticipate situations. Are you about to give a talk to a client? You're making a sales pitch, but you knew about it the day before. So what could you do to prepare yourself to not be critical, to not have that chirping in your head and telling you all the things that you're doing wrong? Well, that moves me to the second A, which is appreciating. Appreciate your critic. Take a moment the night before in your preparation and tell your critic, thank you. I so appreciate the ways that you point out the things that I don't do right, the things that I could do better. And what I'm going to ask from you is for tomorrow morning during that 45-minute presentation, could you take a back seat and let me be in the driver's seat? I appreciate your input, and after I'm done, I'll check back in with you and you can let me know what didn't work. I'm going to pivot to creativity, and my creativity is what's going to feed me in this presentation with my client. So first, you're going to anticipate, then you're going to appreciate. And lastly, as you're going in to talk to that client and making that sales pitch, you're going to aspire. And what is aspiring? You're aware that you want more and you're breathing. Aspirate, breathe deeply into your body and breathe into your confidence and bring that fully forward through the voice of your creativity. Let's look at obstacle number two. I call it comparison. Somebody gets a new house, a new outfit, a new promotion, something that I may want, but they got it before me, or maybe they got it instead of me if it's a promotion. How can I shift out of this obstacle which is keeping me from feeling my confidence? The way that I've begun to work with this is by looking at whatever I see that someone else has or what they've achieved and look at it in a way that it's a challenge to me. They did something different. They brought something new to the position, or they focused on something for 6 months while they got super healthy or lost 40 pounds or whatever it might be. So to be, instead of comparison, which has its cousin, the green-eyed monster, moving into challenge and challenging myself to say, hey, clearly you want this, Sarah, go for it. And I love a quote from Einstein, or actually a story from Einstein, where he says that his greatest joy in life was watching a fellow scientist create something new, find a new breakthrough or an invention or a discovery, that he got to that place in his own personal development and confidence that he was happy when someone else got the breakthrough. So let's aspire to be that for other women in our circle and in our company. Be challenged by their success. Let's move to obstacle number three, competition. We're women in business. We need to be competitive. But do we overuse this? Yes, we do. And we're so competitive that we miss a lot that's around us. As I look at competition, I want to shift to collaboration. It's not either or, it's both and. I have my competitive juices, I have my goals that I need to achieve, and by collaborating, I'm much more likely to achieve those goals. There's an article in Harvard Business Review that talks about women who collaborate in executive and leadership positions. They are much more likely to succeed because of the sharing of information. They can talk to each other about companies where they are supportive of women in leadership. And that way, women go for those positions, gain them, and succeed. And that all happens because of collaboration. I've got a great story for you. When I was living in San Francisco, I worked for Kendall Jackson early in my sales career. My competitors were Chateau Saint Michelle, Chateau Saint Jean, Beringer, and Clos du Bois. Well, all of the women that ran those wineries for sales became my friends, and we collaborated. We all had goals. We all had BHAG goals. And guess what? Through our collaboration, we were able to create friendship, camaraderie, and yes, we achieved our goals. And every one of those women got promoted, some of them even to national positions. So it's important to be competitive and add collaboration to that so you can build your confidence. I love making these videos and sharing information with women in leadership to create more confidence and success. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel where me and my collaborators have videos on creating a better workplace. Also, take a look at my 3 tips for self-care for women in leadership, taking your confidence into your daily life.